Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. Good morning, Venerable Tenzin Lama. Good morning, Felix and Giovanna and Bob. Hi, Susan.
Good morning, all.
Good morning, Heen. Good morning, Lisa.
Morning.
Good morning, Robbie. Good morning, Srini.
Standing. Oh, I'm standing there, but they can't see me because. Good morning from Kadampa Center, Gampa.
Good morning. Good morning, Meredith. Good morning, Arlene and Peter and Laura and Tara.
Good morning, Donna.
Donna, may I take this moment to remind everyone that this afternoon at 3 o'clock, the Triangle Interfaith Alliance is holding a prayer service for world peace at the Interfaith.
Rishi Gellick is here.
Yeah, Elise, please go ahead. Elise, go ahead.
Sorry, Geshe-la, I didn't know you were coming on.
No, Elise, go ahead. Go ahead.
There's a prayer service this afternoon at 3 o'clock held by the Triangle Interfaith Alliance. The theme is World Peace, and it's going to be held at the Interfaith Food Shuttle Farm off of Tryon Road in Raleigh. Thank you, Geshe-la.
Oh, very good. Oh, yeah, wonderful. Oh, God. Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah. Good morning. We'll begin with a prayer.
Let's begin with Shakyamuni Buddha's mantra 3 times. Te ata mune mune maha munai soha. Te ata mune mune maha munai soha. Te ata mune mune maha munai soha. Now the Medicine Buddha, verse of praise and mantra. Bhagawan, with equal compassion for all, whose name when merely heard dispels the suffering of the lower realms, dispeller of disease and the three poisons, I prostrate to Medicine Buddha lapis light. Te ata om bekanze bekanze maha bekanze bekanze raja samugate suha. Te ata om bekanze bekanze maha bekanze bekanze raja samugate suha. Te ata om bekanze bekanze maha bekanze bekanze raja samugate suha. Te ata om bekanze bekanze maha bekanze bekanze raja samugate suha. Te ata om bekanze bekanze maha bekanze bekanze raja samugate suha. Te ata om bekanze bekanze maha bekanze bekanze raja samugate suha. Te ata om bekanze bekanze maha bekanze bekanze raja samugate suha. Now the four measurables. 3 times. May all sentient beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May all sentient beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May all sentient beings be inseparable from the happiness that is free from suffering. May all sentient beings abide in equanimity, free from attachment for friends or hatred for enemies. May all sentient beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May all sentient beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May all sentient beings be inseparable from the happiness that is free from suffering. May all sentient beings abide in equanimity, free from attachment for friends or hatred for enemies. May all sentient beings have happiness in the causes of happiness. May all sentient beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May all sentient beings be inseparable from the happiness that is free from suffering. May all sentient beings abide in equanimity, free from attachment for friends or hatred for enemies. Now the verse of praise and mantra for Chenrezig, the Buddha of great compassion, not veiled by any fault, white in color, whose head of Buddha crowns in light, gazing compassionately at all beings. To you, Chenrezig, all-seeing one, I prostrate. So, Om Mani Padme Hum. 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 verse of praise and mantra or Arya Mother Tara. Tare liberates from cyclic existence. To Tare liberates from all fears. Today liberates from all sickness. I prostrate to the liberator, Mother Tara. Om Tare tu re so ha. 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 Om Tare tu re so ha.
Sanje choda chodam la chanchu pandam dane jabo dage chushin jibe sonam dola benja sanje no mara sho sanje choda choje chodam la chanchu pandam dane jabo dage chushin jibe sonam dola benja sanje no mara sho Sanje chodan soje chonam la chancho bado dane jambo dage chushe jebe sona dola penje sanje no bara pada la me na me ya ji ombo da jaje la so chushe jama jama sanje so la do shi je de da je ja ta namala ye ga da lu da de je ge ta bon da me ye ga nam da no ko nya da no tam제 깨도 나게 최대한도 관계 두세년선에 따와 tam제 보면서 담배 춘는데 저거 고담 달라죠. 그래서 can you see me?
Yes, Geshe-la.
I'm not able to see it. You know, I'm not able to see all the people in one. I'm not sure what happened. Anyway, so another obstacles, not able to see anyone, not everyone.
We have more people here, Geshe-la, than Zoom will show on one screen. Zoom will only show 25 people, and there are 40 people here.
I only see 2 people.
Oh,
I'm not sure. We need to go to the technology class. I don't know.
Geshe-la, are you on your laptop?
Yes.
You know, if you look in the upper right-hand corner of your screen, there's a little icon that says View. Very top on the right-hand side on your screen. If you move your cursor,
Okay.
if you click on that and click Gallery, it should show you everybody.
Show the management. So anyway, so like don't know what happened. So not going to waste our time. So good morning, all of you. So not able to see all of you, only see people at the Kadamba Center. Good morning, and all of you, good morning. So thank you very much for coming back to Sunday Dharma class. Yeah, I see Patricia from Patagonia. Oh yeah, so what else do I say? So anyway, I'm not going to try to figure it out, probably waste time. So I only see few people, Padisha and the people at the Kadamba Center. Yeah. So any questions?
Yes, Geshe-la, there were quite a number of questions
Hmm.
from last week. So I'm going to read them slowly, and I'll also put them in the chat so everyone can see them. The first question, is it possible to send weapons as an expression of compassion? This is my struggle. I try not to hate Putin or the Russians. It makes me sad to see dead Russian soldiers in destroyed tanks. But if we do nothing to help the Ukrainians defend themselves, isn't it possible that the cost of doing nothing tangible in military terms causes more suffering? And then the next question, sorry. The next question is, does giving support to sending weapons to Ukrainians to defend themselves by killing create bad karma, despite one's best intentions and positive, compassionate motivations?
Yeah, anybody want to say something, please do.
And then the next question.
Just go, Thomas, the first question,
Okay, first question.
Yeah, please summarize the first question, summarize.
The question is whether it's possible to send the weapons to Ukraine as an expression of compassion for them, that the person doesn't like seeing dead Russian soldiers, but feels like it's, if we don't help Ukraine, it'll cause more suffering.
Any donation, please? Anybody want to say something, please? No, without pressures. Anybody want to share your knowledge?
Hi, I just want to say, I think that some of this stuff that is being discussed is from a point of view of that's just a conceptual thing. When I hear this question, the first thing I think about is I can't control any of those things. I can't control who gets sent what. All I can do is stay informed, impact the local, world around me in a way that aligns with that kind of compassion for all human life, and pray, because the truth is, a lot of this is out of my personal hands, and whether they send them or not, I mean, that's a political thing, and from a point of view of what can you do? I mean, and it's an opinion, and how do I spend my mental energy? I can't do that. I can be kind to people now. I can discuss, things that are relevant, but in terms of, I don't know what the purpose of thinking about this kind of stuff in terms of personal peace. I can affect change where I can, and that's all I have.
Oh, yeah. Thank you very much. Wonderful. Thank you.
Nico has his hand up, Geshe-la.
Yeah, please. Yeah, it's good to say the name who's greatly appreciated. Greatly appreciated. Yeah, Nico, please.
Yeah, so my belief is that sending weapons or providing the means for violence and certainly killing is just a non-starter, because the harm that can be done with those weapons and with my intention to send them so that they might harm others would be would lack ethics, as far as providing a means for violence and killing. I think it's much better to send love and compassion with equanimity for both sides, hoping that they wake up and realize that, peace cannot be achieved with violence, and certainly their own peace cannot be achieved by killing.
Oh, yeah, thank you so much. Wonderful. Mhm.
And Neely has her hand up.
Yes, yes, please. Yeah, more. I think like people share the knowledge, probably better.
So when I think of what's happening in the Ukraine, I think of what it reminds me of is the British occupation of India when Gandhi was trying to fight for independence. And a lot of Indians were killed in the process and beaten and hurt. And I remember a quote Gandhi said was, "An eye for an eye makes the whole world blind." And he really emphasized the importance of nonviolence means to accomplish freedom. And I think sending weapons, while the intention might be let's try to help, will only result in more harm. In the death of a Russian or a death of a Ukrainian, it's still death of a human being. And I think on the Mahayana path, we are encouraged to see all humans as our brothers and sisters, no matter what label they have on them. And I remember Geshe-la saying that when we say our prayers, there's energy, and if we all focus our energy on the same intention, it is very powerful. And so I do think that prayer is a very active and very probably powerful way of trying to help bring peace and alleviate suffering for both sides. That's all.
Thank you so much. Wonderful. Greatly appreciate it.
Mary has her hand up, Geshe-la.
Yeah, Mary Richardson.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, very good.
Mary, go ahead.
Yes, I was happy we talked about this last week, and a lot. And I thought about what Geshe-la was talking about is equanimity, and he told the story about, we need to analyze and think we see a snake, but it's really a coiled rope on the side. And there's a lot of sides to this story. And to think that we want to facilitate more aggression is kind of antithetical to what we're trying to do with our equanimity and promoting peace. And what was fascinating to me was last week on Friday, the Pope called for the consecration of Russia and Ukraine into the Holy and Immaculate Heart of the Virgin Mary. And this comes from the prophecies of Fatima. Remember when Fatima, in the appearance at Fatima and the revelations for those children? And the third one was supposed to be related to Russia and Ukraine. And the whole idea is and it wasn't really revealed, but the idea is we must purify humanity as we move into this next millennium. And so we don't really know what's happening is my point. And for us, like Geshe-la talks about, we need to analyze things. We need to assess and go deep and try to understand. We may not understand what's happening, but I think I'm just so grateful for the teachings and for Geshe-la and for this group. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Greatly appreciate it, Mary. Oh, thank you. Anybody else want to say? Anthony?
Bob has his hand up, Geshe-la. Bob Meneza.
Yes. Hi, Geshe-la, everybody. I just wanted to throw out a reminder that we can donate to agencies that aren't supplying weapons. We can donate to agencies that are helping the animals, or Doctors Without Borders might be doing something. So there are lots of ways to do something tangible that doesn't include buying weapons. And they're just praying every day, all of us together. Thank you.
Thank you, greatly appreciate it. Thank you.
Venerable Kondo has her hand up, Geshe-la.
Yeah, sure.
Good morning. I think I said some of this last week, and these are just no correct perspective, but just some information. When China invaded Tibet, there are monks that gave up their robes to fight. And what the Dalai Lama said at that time, if I remember from reading correctly, is that yes, to protect yourself and to protect, people, but do it from a place that is not of anger and resentment. Now, and regarding people's choices, since I know that I don't have great wisdom or compassion, so following on Mary Richardson's lead that we just can't know, I don't feel it's my place to even hazard a judgment about other people's choices, because I just don't know. And well, what was my last thing? And there was a question that was offered the Buddha about a king asking about the violence required to defend his people. And the Buddha said, first exhaust all other options. But as the protector of the people, at some point, you may need to do what you need to do to fulfill your commitment to protecting your people. Now, those are all different perspectives. I'm not saying any of them is the correct one. I come from a place of ignorance and not a very good memory. So thank you for letting me share.
Yeah, thank you very much. Greatly appreciate it, Kandala.
And Giovanna also has her hand up.
Yes.
So sorry for my English, but I'm European. And this war affects me a lot. And if I couldn't go there and help, not with firearm or so, but so I take the first flight for that, because it's so hard for us in Europe. So a war. So America is far. You have nothing, but in Europe, so I hear from my mom, from my father, for my grandpa, what is a war in your land? We have a house that are bombarded in the Second War. And, I hear all my life, all the history. And if I hear about Ukraine, I'm so suffer, and I want to do something for these people, It's so strong. And send a firearm or no, one part of me say is not good, because you don't resolve a problem with firearm, with a weapon. And the other part, when you see all these children that from one day another day, they have no more house, their life is so destroyed, all this trauma, you want to do something to stop, not the Russian, because the Russians suffer again. It's not with Russia or Ukraine. It's a power person that decides something and what you can do to stop this person, you know, because this is not the people of Russia, it's not the people of Ukraine, it's one how to stop these people in power. They do so much pain in this world. So for me, it's a big issue, all these things, and I couldn't sleep for night because it's so close to me, and it's not easy. So thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Greatly appreciate it, Giovanna. Thank you for sharing your thought.
And Vivian has her hand up.
I think, I can't see her, she just finished talking, but I think this is exactly correct. And I right or wrong, I say I agree, in that this is not something that's just erupted out of nowhere. Many people have experienced what the Ukrainians have experienced and are experiencing. And it is about, and I honestly think that there's I try to see the best out of the situation as where there might be, in that now it has such visibility that we've hit critical mass, that there's an opportunity for change, and that is what we mobilize towards. And, you know, there are many refugee relief organizations here in North Carolina who service them, like the World Relief Center, like the US Commission for Refugees, that you can actively get involved with and give a release of energy of, you know, our intentions to have this resolved peacefully. Because I think action is necessary, you know, unified intention, and what we can do here, you know, because it's easy to feel powerless, like, what can I do? What we can do here is help the people who are traumatized, hurt, and trying to help them find home again and find family they've lost, whether they're biological and they're trying to reconnect, or to find new people that they can connect with here and call family. So, you know, there are 5 major agencies in the Triangle area that you can Google and find a place to, you know, put your intention.
Thank you very much, Vivian. Greatly appreciate it. Anyone?
Well, Elise has her hand up.
Yeah, Elise, yeah.
I think this situation makes me think of the story of the Buddha on the ship who killed the person who was going to murder a lot of other people, and how motivation behind what is being done is really critical. And although it's really heartbreaking that weapons are needed to are being used to destroy so many people on all different sides. First of all, I think that the motivation, from my interpretation of the news, which might not be correct, is that the motivation is to protect Ukraine, to defend, and many other means have been tried and are currently being tried to prevent additional violence, like all the sanctions, the unity of people around the world. And there has been a lot of positive that's come out of this, in that the world seems finally to be united in the awareness of people being harmed. And this awareness was not so broadcast in so many other situations that have been taken place and are still being taken place in other parts of the world, like in Tibet and Serbia and places in Africa and all around the world. So maybe this is bringing the forefront in people's awareness, the compassion for people that are being attacked and destroyed. So it's unfortunate that this has to come out in a bloody war and destruction. But I think that feel like this situation, more than any other wars and attacks that we've heard about and know about around the world, the motivation and the means to try to stop it has more of an attitude of compassion and defense than others. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. Greatly appreciate it on this release.
Geshe-la, Elise mentioning that the wonderful story about the Buddha on the ship, one of the things that really, really struck me about that story was that the Buddha's motivation was not just to save the people who were going to be killed, but also to save the person who intended to kill. That out of his compassion, he took that man's life so that he would not have the karma of killing all those people. And I think that, at least for me, but one of the big challenges with this war is that I do kind of automatically feel a lot of sympathy for the people of Ukraine, but I also feel for the Russian soldiers and even Putin, that they're creating. There's a lot of negative karma being created right now.
Oh yeah, thank you very much. Greatly appreciate it. So. Yeah, it's the whole situation is like emotionally or mentally very difficult for all of us. Non-accepting uncertainty. Non-accepting uncertainty. I think that's like what drives this war. Non-accepting uncertainty generates fears. That non-accepting uncertainty could be driven by, not by fact, could be driven by ideas, probably produced by ignorance, not necessarily driven by, not necessarily generated by fact. So then assessment based on that ignorance idea that generated by ignorance or based on non-accepting uncertainty or fear. So then, wherever the war happens, like innocent people pay the price. Yeah, especially the children, nothing to do with the war. So it's kind of hard. Not just hard, very hard. So now the question is, sending the weapon out of compassion. Yeah, as I said last Sunday, human, it's part of human, not really like true nature, but it's part of the human. So we tend to take side. That's not surprising. That's like, it happens. Yeah, we are all hoping good outcome, no matter which way you are supporting the Ukrainians, for this tragedy. We are all hoping like good outcome. That good outcomes eventually it will end, because anything that begins will end. That's like natural law of causalities. Everything that begins will end it can't go like on and on, you know, so like everything changed. So now here, if we are hoping that Geshe-la has answer, I don't have answer. So that's why I'm asking all of your opinions, you know. This is very difficult situations. You can't just yeah, of course, according to Buddhism, you know, taking life is not good things. That's easy to say, but and I don't have answers. So what I do, I can share my personal experience when I read news, when I watch news. I see, you know, like generally speaking, usually news, they don't show good things. They mainly show something that people kind of like. And very unfortunately, people tend to like to watch something, or somebody doing something nice, giving the people are not really interested to watch, or somebody's fighting, the people, everybody kind of watch, like whether the animal fighting, people fighting, dog fighting, people kind of tend to watch, you know, like somebody like bringing food for somebody, helping, they don't show that much on the TV because I think people are not interested to see. So that the bottom line, the news is all about, is also business. So they want to more people to watch their news. So then they precisely calculate what kind of news, you know, so generate more views. So it's like, it's very complicated. It's almost like spider webs. It's like you can't, in every direction is like something here, like it's very complicated. It's very complicated. So I'm not saying this is, as I mentioned, it's very, very hard on all of us. So yesterday I met one Russian lady, and you know, that you also seen news. It's very complicated. It's very complicated situations, and like people that like nothing to do. So then what they hear, one side, that's all they hear. They don't hear all kind of side, and they tend to believe that, and they're just, you know, like and it's very complicated. Even they're talking to the Russian lady, it's like just wondering what she thinks about, you know, about the war and what it's very complicated. Even just getting a chance to talk to someone who's from Russia, chance to talk directly, talk to that person is also feeling very not good at all about the war. So then, you know, now because of now the modern technologies, you can send some message within a second, make somebody feel very bad. What's the purpose of that? But there's not much purpose. So we all need to be very, very careful. Start from our own mindset. Make sure that your mind doesn't get negative. No, I'm not saying it's easy. It's very hard. It's very hard, but we cannot give up. If your mind is all like disturbed, you can think good. If you can think good, I think more likely you can do good things. So for us, as far as the individual being is concerned, so for us, our moral responsibility to do whatever we can do out of positive minds. And now question is like, I'm not sure, like, that nobody really tries to sending the weapon out of compassion. Is that possible? You see in the Buddhism, there's a wrathful deity. Yeah, there is in Tantra teaching, there's a way to utilize energy that's generated by anger, utilize that energy because the energy that's generated by anger is so strong, whether there's a positive or negative, generally speaking, it's very strong. Among another emotions generate energy, but anger generates the most energy. Therefore, we can't be angry all the time. Like if anger lasts, minute you get so angry, if that lasts 1 hour, probably life will be finished, because that's how much energy kind of required. So that's why anger, doesn't last that long. It just, the rage, how is the rage? Yeah, doesn't last. So now, in Tantra teaching, that's why this wrathful looking deity, there's a way to utilize energy they produced by anger to utilize into something, so for some good outcome. In Tantra teaching, that's possible. So now probably it's like it's like individual persons that you need to analyze your mindset. And is this possible? When you see two people, just like set aside the country, if you see the two people, one is like your friend, one is like you don't know, a stranger, or like if you see they're fighting, what happens if you give? Can you give a weapon to your friend out of compassion? This is possible. So they what's your goal? But your goal is like to win, to defeat the person who's like attacking your friend. So intentions, motivations, gross, subtle motivations, time of actions, and then initial motivations. Which motivation we are talking about? Are we talking about initial motivation is compassion, or motivation is motivation at time of action is compassion? What kind of motivations? Is that possible with compassion towards whom? Towards your friend or towards the person that your friend is fighting? Compassion towards both of them, then you handed a weapon to your friends. Is that possible? No, I'm not in a position to judge your opinions and your ideas. I'm just ask yourself question. That's all I'm asking. So it's hard. So I myself make sure that when I read news, watch the news, so make sure that first the mind that comes out, as a monk, I just say prayer. Let's just say prayer. Is that enough? Probably not. It's no problem. It's not enough. I'm not saying it's not. That's enough. It's not enough. Will that change the circumstance on the ground? Hard to say. What will change if the leader generate some kind of common sense what's happening on the ground and generate some kind of sympathy or compassion that could change the whole course of this war. But and at the moment, it doesn't look like it's possible. So now, all of us, my friend, including Kishigele, practically what we can do without being angry. If you're hoping the Geshe-la has answer, I don't have answer. I don't have answer. I'm struggling like you do. Same thing. I'm also very devastated by particularly seeing the children have nothing to do with this war, and running here, running there. There's another age that you should not be traumatized. You should be cared, loved, treated, and like children, what you do, you play, and you sleep, you play. That's all you do. These are all gone. So that's why very devastated, very much devastated. So basically, it's all about lack of compassion, seeing compassion as a weakness, not practicing compassion. That's what's happening. And it's all like focus on winning. I'm not sure what that really means, winning, like in their leaders' idea what that means for winning. So when every single person's looking for happiness, if you destroy their happiness, you are not really winning. You are creating more enemies. You are creating more people that doesn't like you because why? You destroy their happiness, their livelihood. But they've been living there, and all of a sudden you kill them and hoping to win something. So I think there's no win. There's no win. Nobody wins. And so I don't have answers. Sorry, all my friends, I don't have answers. So I just share my experience. Every single day I pray. So then whatever ways I can help, so if I see Russian people, Ukrainian people, then I ask them, then whatever ways I can help, then I will help them. So then I feel like instead of just thinking, always being angry, then doing really nothing, just angry. So then that's not the best, If you feel like you're doing something, contributing something, not through prayer, through talking to someone, and then kind of, feel like that you're doing your part. This is the most, this is difficult for all of us. So, so now you could say easily, develop bodhicitta, or like, easy to say, but practical level is not that easy. It's not easy because as a human, at the end, we are all human. We have all kinds of emotions rise based on the circumstance. So now the circumstance is not something like good, it's very bad, and not able to sleep, thinking about, particularly all these innocent people leaving their home, losing their home, not knowing where to go. The country they go, they don't speak the language and they don't know the environment. And particularly children have no idea what's happening. It's like it's all horrible. But if you just focus on that all day long, you just get upset. You're really doing nothing. You're not saying prayer and doing nothing. So then doing nothing here is not the option right now. But doing something with angry mind, when you get angry, so then you lose your peace of mind. So then more likely disturbing thought takes over. So that's exactly what's happening on the ground. Disturbing thought takes over in the leaders. Their disturbing thought takes over. So that's why they make the decision based on their disturbing thought. They don't make decisions based on compassion. They don't make decisions based on common sense, what's happening on the ground. They totally make decisions based on pride, arrogant, and like self-interest. And yeah, so anyways, it's very hard. So for my opinion, so like whatever you can do. So as like somebody vivid or somebody mentioned, they are like charity group, you can participate. And if you harbor anger, if you harbor anger, there's a pain. It is pain. You are in pain. According to Master Shantideva's, anger was called is pain. That we must understand it. Anger is pain. When you get angry, you are in pain. You can't think good. You cannot do good because you are in like severe pain. because of that pain doesn't allow you to experience peace of mind. It's all gone. Then you cannot sleep. You can't sleep. There will be no physical pleasure, there will be no mental pleasures. It's all gone. Not just that, then you lose the ability to make good judgment. You lose the ability to make good judgment or good decisions. Then how anger rise? Because we have two types of desire. Desire to want something, and like aversion, desire to not want something. So then some obstacle takes place between that, you know. There's some kind of interactions taking place between your desire. So then you find the fuel for anger, then you get angry. Then you shout, you scream, you throw things. If somebody's around there, they're scared. Why they're scared? Because if somebody shouted to you, you are probably scared too. You know? So even the animals, the dogs also kind of slow to run away. They also get scared. If you get angry, you shout, scream. That's very unfortunate. That's very unfortunate. So that's what anger does. That's what anger does. So any circumstance, anger is the most best solutions. Even though it's very hard, at the moment it's very hard not to take side. But anger is, no matter what kind of circumstance, anger is not good for you. It's not just about religious business. It's not good for you. Why is it not good for you? Because when you get angry, you are in pain. When you are in pain, you don't feel anything good. You don't see anything good. Then why we do that? Why we do that? You know, taking care of yourself is your moral responsibility. Your moral responsibility. So that you make sure that you don't want to cause any pain to yourself. But anger does cause pain. You know, so this is very practical things. It's not just religious things. These very practical things. So now, then based on that, then what you can do, you can say prayer, you can say mantra, or you can participate in this NGO that helps children's, women's, they probably charity feed them, probably help them. Is that the best options? Or if there's no any options beside sending weapons, it's very hard for me as a monk, you know, because we Tibetans went through that. I'm not just talking. We went through that. So that, you know, there's always risk or ideas pops up, or maybe, you know, like the leader, they decided to occupy your country. If you don't think very carefully, you may end up hating the people of that country. So that's not right thing to do. It's not moral thing to do. People who occupied the country, maybe they follow rules. They have no options. They just follow rules. They sent it there. Probably have no clue what's going on. We Tibetans, you know, went through that. As I mentioned last time, not like just like here comparing, you know. So more than 1 million people died in Tibet around 1959, 60s. And many monasteries have been destroyed. Not much attention that Tibet received from the outside world. Maybe it's very isolated. It's very hard. Even His Holiness Dalai Lama asked, "Oh, we shouldn't hate Chinese people. We should, pray that every yeah." So then the younger generation, they get kind of tired of hearing that, like, why is always talk about bodhicitta, nothing changed. Yeah, that's why they think like that. They have a point. Now the question is, what is the alternative? What is the alternative? Maybe now war. Or maybe now another alternative is killing them who occupied. And like same situations. Now the question, who's going to provide the weapon? What do we have? We don't have oil. We don't have gas. Who's going to provide the weapon for us? And who's going to go there to kill? So situation is complicated. The best option, it's going on. It's not just like it's been going on, not a war, but now still it's been more than 65 years of struggle. 65 years of struggle. But people there live your own country, live with fear. You can't express your thought, and they can accuse you anytime, any moment. They can just put you to jail. You have nobody you can probably put into newspaper here in the West, and the result eventually you die, or they release you. When they release you, your life is pretty much finished, and you live a few months, then you die. So that is still happening. But when you see, it's very complicated situation. And our spiritual leader, His Holiness Dalai Lama, always asks all the Tibetans to practice non-violent path, or always encourage us to follow the Mahatma Gandhi's approach to struggles like non-violence. So yeah, many young people, they're kind of tired of that, and they're thinking all kinds of things. When it's come down to a practical level, that's not my choice. The country you are against is huge, and now almost become get to the point that almost now losing hope that we can go back to our motherland. It comes down to that, So, and I'm just sharing that. I'm not I would say comparing anything. They're sharing that we Tibetans live with that last 65 years, and we don't go to public place, blow them up, blow the innocent people. You probably heard 190 people self-immolated. Each one of these persons is capable to kill thousands of Chinese people, but they don't. But if they have that much courage, or courage to take their life, they could easily blow up thousands of people quite easily, because they already sacrificed their life, but they don't do. Because Tibetan culture is deeply rooted in Buddhism. So Buddhism, teach compassion. So last 60 years, even not one Tibetan person blew up themselves into the public place. Never happened. I think it's because the culture, they're deeply rooted in Buddhism. So we don't believe taking somebody's life to guarantee good outcome, especially innocent people. So it's hard. It's hard been for Tibetan people 65 years. So best thing is to pray for the good outcome. So then the prayer that, it will be over soon. Prayer, I think it will help. When you pray, it generates energies. And let's hope this will, help. So that's all I can say. So there's no easy answer. It's complicated. I understand. I totally understand that it's very hard on you emotionally. I was very much devastated. Yeah, so we just pray. I'm devastated because we have history. We went through that. So now seeing that on someone else, even harder. So the best thing, with a calm mind, we have been praying for good outcomes. Last 65 years, still praying and asking to solve the Tibetan issues through dialogue, asking all the Western countries, including the United States, so provided a lot of helps, but we are not getting what we want, but we are still working, still hoping, so that one day, we can go back and live there peacefully, side by side with the Chinese. If we kill each other, we can live side by side with the peaceful. That's not going to happen. So that's our hope. That's why His Holiness hope that we can go back to our countries side by side with Chinese, live side by side with Chinese peacefully. That's our hope. So that's why our approach. So that's why middle way. So now, independent, that idea is pretty much not really realistic, even though the younger generation wants to be independent, but it's hard. So anyway, we Tibetan people, last 65 years, asking all the people all over the world, including His Holiness Dalai Lama, support us through prayer, through dialogue. At the same time, same, we ask all people all over the world, your friends, all of them pray and solve the issue through dialogue with common sense, both sides benefited. So hope good outcome, then pray. So that's all we do, pray. Okay. So that's the based on experience that we Tibetans go through. So that's what we do. So pray, okay? So other than that, there's really nothing much to say about this. You are devastated, I'm devastated. So I'm praying every single day. So that's why I ask you to pray every day, if it's possible, pray for them, their well-being, and pray the war will end sooner than later. So whatever ways, so then pray all the people who lost their life, pray for their higher rebirth. Pray for the higher rebirth. When opportunity arose, then participate, whatever ways you can participate in hating anyone doesn't do good for you. If you hate someone, it doesn't, because then if you hate someone, then you are angry. When you are angry, you have no peace of mind. When you don't have peace of mind, then they have many side effects. So that's your moral responsibility. Make sure that you don't get angry, even though it's very hard, extremely hard not to get angry, but we have to try all our best not to give any chance to express anger. Experiencing probably human, if we are not liberated, you experience anger, but choice is you express or not express. And that, so requires some deeper understanding of them, okay? Sorry, so that last few weeks that we have been discussing extremely difficult issues, all the questions that have been raised on this extremely difficult issues, and I don't know what to say. Don't know what to say. Just pray. Okay. Thank you very much. Now I think time is there. Oh, sorry, time is now ran out. Thank you so much, and please continue to pray. Okay, for our good outcome. Yeah.
So start with the dedication verses from Master Shantideva. May all beings everywhere, plagued by sufferings of body and mind, obtain a notion of happiness and joy by virtue of our merits. May no living creature suffer, commit evil, or ever fall ill. May no one be afraid or belittled, with a mind weighed down by depression. The blind see forms, and the deaf hear sounds. May those whose bodies are worn with toil be restored on finding repose. May the naked find clothing, the hungry find food, may the thirsty find water and delicious drinks. May the poor find wealth, those weak with sorrow find joy. May the forlorn find hope, constant happiness and prosperity. May there be timely rains and bountiful harvests. May all medicines be effective and wholesome prayers bear fruit. May all who are sick and ill quickly be freed from their ailments. Whatever diseases there are in the world, may these never occur again. May the frightened cease to be afraid, and those bound be freed. May the powerless find power, and may people think of benefiting each other, for as long as space remains, for as long as sentient beings remain. Until then, may I too remain to dispel the miseries of the world. All the long life prayers. The land encircled by snow mountains. You are the source of all happiness and good, all-powerful Chenrezig Tenzin Gyatso. Please remain until samsara ends. The one who mastered his speech at a very young age. The one with great patience, who received the name Avatare. The one with great precision, who spread the teachings of Lama Tsongkhapa, bliss and void. Lama, ornament of the yellow hat tradition. Please remain until samsara ends. You uphold the subduer's moral way, who serve as a bountiful bear of all, sustaining, preserving, and spreading Longinus Victoris doctrine, who masterfully accomplish magnificent prayers honoring the three jewels. Savior of myself and others, your disciples, please, please live long. Om tare tu re so ha. 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 Om tare tu re so ha.
Oh yeah, thank you so much for coming. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Geshe-la.
See you next Sunday. So please continue to pray. So happy to see you all over here again. Thank you very much. So Ramasi, today we have like meditation, Buddha meditation or no?
Yes, we have practice today. Yes.
What, like people just want to continue meditation, Buddha meditations?
I haven't heard anything from anybody whether they wanted to continue with Medicine Buddha or go on to Tara practice. So I'm happy with whatever you choose, Geshe-la.
It's not about whatever I choose. So I maybe, yeah, I was wondering, maybe we already did like 2 meditation on Medicine Buddha, 2 meditations.
Yes, we have.
I think we'll do today one more time. I think this time we need a lot of healing. We need a lot of healing because of current situations that our mind has been very much disturbed. So we need a lot of healing. We do one more meditation. Then you ask people next Sunday or like Tara or Vajrasattva meditations. Okay.
Okay.
So you take the 2-minute break or 3-minute break. So please come back. So then I will lead meditation Buddha meditations. It's time to start, Samala.
Yes, Geshe-la.
Everybody's now finished the break. Oh, yeah. Oh. Okay, all my friends, sit. If you are sitting on the floor, wherever you're sitting, like however you're sitting, sit comfortably. Relax your body. Make sure there's no any stress related to your body. Okay, make sure that you sit comfortably. So whatever position that makes you more comfortable, just sit like that. I will guide you into this, Buddhist version of healing meditations. So of course, then I will know, like when I guided the meditations, so I will probably, there's something to visualize on your crown chakra. If you cannot visualize the medicine Buddha himself, so then when I mentioned each color of the medicine Buddha, you can visualize the color, okay, color. So then think that is the healing energies. Okay, you can just visualize the color if you are not familiar with the medicine Buddha, like seven set of medicine Buddha, you can just visualize the color, okay? On your crown, on top of your crown, or on your crown, please visualize medicine Buddha, form of light, in color, dark, bright blue. Right hand, supreme giving hand gesture, holding medicinal plant or flower. Left hand meditative position means like placing on lap, holding a bowl. That bowl is filled with medicinal nectar or amrita. On top of that, another medicine Buddha, red color, right hand supreme giving hand gestures, left hand meditative positions. Or you can just visualize the color. Top of that, another medicine Buddha, color combination of white and red. teaching mudra. Hand is like teaching mudra. Right hand facing out, left hand facing in. Top of that, the fourth medicine Buddha, faded red, color faded red. Both hand meditative positions. Then the next three, same color, yellow. Next three medicine Buddha, same color, or you can just visualize light, or just visualize the color. Okay, color. So that's the medicine Buddha color in yellow. And again, teaching mudra. Top of that, another medicine Buddha, number 6, color in yellow. Right hand, supreme giving hand gesture, left hand meditative positions. The last one, color in yellow. Right hand, giving protections or giving refuge, hand gesture, left hand meditative positions, yellow color. If it's possible, you can visualize that, or just visualize the main medicine Buddha. If your relatives is like physically sick or mentally disturbed, you can visualize on their crown chakra, or you can just visualize, simply visualize light. Or your pet, friends, relative, close one, distant one. All the people in the world zone. Expand your visualization much as far as possible, vast as possible. So now we'll say the medicine Buddha number 7 name 3 times and visualize after that one dissolve into the next one. Okay. Alhamdulillah will lead the recitations 3 times.
To Guru Bhagavan Tathagata Arhat, perfectly complete Buddha, renowned glorious King of X and signs, I prostrate, make offerings, and go for refuge. Please grant us your blessings. To Guru Bhagavan Tathagata Arhat, perfectly complete Buddha, renowned glorious King of X and signs, I prostrate, make offerings, and go for refuge. Please grant us your blessings. To Guru Bhagavan Tathagata Arhat, perfectly complete Buddha, renowned and glorious King of X and signs, I prostrate, make offerings, and go for refuge.
Now, my friend, please visualize that one dissolve into number 6. So now 3 times recitation of number 6.
To Guru Bhagavan Tathagata Arhat, perfectly complete Buddha, King of melodious sound, brilliant radiance of skill, adorned with jewels, moon, and lotus, I prostrate, make offerings, and go for refuge. Please grant us your blessings. To Guru Bhagavan Tathagata Arhat, perfectly complete Buddha, King of melodious sound, brilliant radiance of skill, adorned with jewels, moon, and lotus, I prostrate, make offerings, and go for refuge. Please grant us your blessings. To Guru Bhagavan Tathagata Arhat, perfectly complete Buddha, King of melodious sound, brilliant radiance of skill, adorned with jewels, moon, and lotus, I prostrate, make offerings, and go for refuge. Please grant us your blessings.
So that one dissolve into the next one. Then please say the name 3 times.
To Guru Bhagavan Tathagata Arhat, perfectly complete Buddha, stainless excellent gold, great jewel who accomplishes all conduct, I prostrate, make offerings, and go for refuge. Please grant us your blessings. To Guru Bhagavan Tathagata Arhat, perfectly complete Buddha, stainless excellent gold, great jewel who accomplishes all conduct, I prostrate, make offerings, and go for refuge. Please grant us your blessings. To Guru Bhagavan Tathagata Arhat, perfectly complete Buddha, stainless excellent gold, great jewel who accomplishes all conduct, I prostrate, make offerings, and go for refuge. Please grant us your blessings.
So that one dissolve into number 4.
To Guru Bhagavan Tathagata Arhat, perfectly complete Buddha, glorious Supreme One, free from sorrow, I prostrate, make offerings, and go for refuge. Please grant us your blessings. To Guru Bhagavan Tathagata Arhat, perfectly complete Buddha, glorious Supreme One, free from sorrow, I prostrate, make offerings, and go for refuge. Please grant us your blessings. To Guru Bhagavan Tathagata Arhat, perfectly complete Buddha, glorious Supreme One, free from sorrow, I prostrate, make offerings, and go for refuge. Please grant us your blessings.
So now that one dissolve in the next one.
To Guru Bhagavan Tathagata Arhat, perfectly complete Buddha, melodious ocean of proclaimed Dharma, I prostrate, make offerings, and go for refuge. Please grant us your blessings. To Guru Bhagavan Tathagata Arhat, perfectly complete Buddha, melodious ocean of proclaimed Dharma, I prostrate, make offerings, and go for refuge. Please grant us your blessings. To Guru Bhagavan Tathagata Arhat, perfectly complete Buddha, melodious ocean of proclaimed Dharma, I prostrate, make offerings, and go for refuge. Please grant us your blessings.
Yeah, that one dissolve in the next one.
To Guru Bhagavan Tathagata Arhat, perfectly complete Buddha, King clearly knowing by the play of supreme wisdom of an ocean of Dharma, I prostrate, make offerings, and go for refuge. Please grant us your blessings. To Guru Bhagavan Tathagata Arhat, perfectly complete Buddha, King clearly knowing by the play of supreme wisdom of an ocean of Dharma, I prostrate, make offerings, and go for refuge. please grant us your blessings. To Guru Bhagavan Tathagata Arhat, perfectly complete Buddha, King clearly knowing by the play of supreme wisdom of an ocean of Dharma, I prostrate, make offerings, and go for refuge. Please grant us your blessings.
So now that one just talking to many medicine Buddha.
To Guru Bhagavan Tathagata Arhat, perfectly complete Buddha, medicine guru, King of sapphire light, I prostrate, make offerings, and go for refuge. Please grant us your blessings. To Guru Bhagavan Tathagata Arhat, perfectly complete Buddha, medicine guru, King of sapphire light, I prostrate, make offerings, and go for refuge. Please grant us your blessings. To Guru Bhagavan Tathagata Arhat, perfectly complete Buddha, medicine guru, King of sapphire light, I prostrate, make offerings, and go for refuge. Please grant us your blessings.
So what we just did is like we visualize highest complete form of energy, healing energy. That's what we just did. Visualizing top of our crown chakra, different types of energy, light and a healing energy form, complete healing energy, complete form of healing energy. That all the healing energy now dissolve into the main healing energy. And the color-wise is like bright dark blue, form of Buddha. So now that energy, healing form of healing energy, dissolve through your crown chakra, fill up your entire body from tip of the toe all the way to your crown chakra, up to your crown chakra, completely fill your body. All the negative karma and disturbing thoughts such as anger, jealousy, pride, arrogance, whatever thought that's disturbing you, visualize that, all of that in thick smoke and the black liquid comes out of every single pore of your body, comes out of that form of black smoke and the black liquid. Goes under beneath the ground that you are sitting. Go there thousands of feet beneath the ground. All the disease visualized like form of pores and blood, same thing, comes out of every single pore from your body, comes out of there, then go down underneath the ground. Obstacle, spirit harm, the obstacles, all of that form of undesirable object, such as like scorpion, spider, so on and so forth, comes out of every single pore of your body, will disappear beneath the ground, beneath you, to completely disappear. Your body become like crystal clear glass and emerge as a like form of light. Your body emerge as a form of light. All the obstacles from your life have been completely removed. all your knowledge, realizations, such as compassion, kindness, bodhicitta, all of them tremendously increase like new waxing moon, increase like every day, increase bigger and bigger. And please maintain that visualizations. So we will say the Medicine Buddha's mantra for 7 times, okay? Teata Om Bekate Bekate Maha Bekate Bekate Ranza Samugate Soha. Teata Om Bekate Bekate Maha Bekate Bekate Ranza Samugate Soha. Teata Om Bekate Bekate Maha Bekate Bekate Ranza Samugate Soha. Teata Om Bekate Bekate Maham Bekate Bekate Ranza Samukate Soha. Teata Om Bekate Bekate Maham Bekate Bekate Ranza Samukate Soha. Teata Om Bekate Bekate Maham Bekate Bekate Ranza Samukate Soha. Teata Om Bekate Bekate Maham Bekate Bekate Ranza Samukate Soha. Actually, you are supposed to visualize the mantra, center of your heart chakra, clockwise. The medicine for the mantra, longer one, shorter one. Shorter one, I just recited this, a short one. You can visualize that mantra around your heart chakra, clockwise. Light emit from the mantras. The moment it touch friend, close one, loved one, heal them instantaneously, heal them physically, mentally, heal them. Okay. So now, second round, please maintain the visualizations as I described before. Nectar flows, the very bowl medicine Buddha's holding, that bowl is filled with medicinal nectar, flows through your crown chakra, fill up from tip of the toe all the way to your crown, completely fill up. All the negative karma, disturbing thoughts such as anger, jealousy, pride, all of that, form up black smoke, black liquid, comes out of every single pore of your body and disappear beneath your ground, beneath the ground, completely disappear. All the disease from a pus and blood comes out of every single pore of your body, completely disappear beneath the ground, beneath you. All the spirit harm obstacles, all of them, form of undesirable object, comes out of every single pore from your body and completely disappear beneath the ground, beneath you, completely disappear. Teata Om Bekate Bekate Maham Bekate Bekate Ranza Samugate Soha. Teata Om Bekate Bekate Maham Bekate Bekate Ranza Samugate Soha. Teata Om Bekate Bekate Maham Bekate Bekate Ranza Samugate Soha. Teata Om Bekate Bekate Maham Bekate Bekate Ranza Samugate Soha. Teata Om Bekate Bekate Maham Bekate Bekate Ranza Samugate Soha. Teata Om Bekate Bekate Maham Bekate Bekate Ranza Samugate Soha. Teata Om Bekate Bekate Maham Bekate Bekate Ranza Samukade Soha. Light emitted from the mantra, which is located around your heart chakra. Light emit from there. Moment that light touch friend, close one, loved one, all the beings that you've been visualized under your meditations, instantaneously heal all of that. Now again, nectar, medicinal nectar flows to your crown chakra, goes all the way down to the tip of your toe and fills up all the up to your crown chakra, completely fill your body. All the negative karma, disturbing thought, form of black smoke and black liquid comes out of every single pore of your body, comes out and goes down beneath your ground, beneath you, disappear. Disease, form of pus and blood comes out from, it comes out of every single pore in your body, comes out, goes ground beneath you, completely disappear. Obstacles, spirit harms, interference, form of undesirable objects such as scorpion, spider, comes out every single pore of your body. Goes down, ground beneath you, completely disappear. Your body become crystal clear. That crystal clear emerge into form of light. While we recite the mantras, light emit from your heart chakra, around your heart chakra, where the mantra is located. Light emit from there. The moment that light touch the beings that you have included in your meditations, healing meditations, the moment they touch light, instantaneously heal them. Mentally, physically, heal them, completely heal them. Also their body become crystal clear, and that emerge as a like form of light. Then your energy, healing energy, boost at the highest level. You become one with that complete form of healing energy we have been visualizing and different colors. You become one with that healing energy, highest level of healing energies. So then you use that healing energies before you drink, before you eat, before you take your medications. The way to do is that you recite the mantra 1, 2, 3 times, blow into the food and the water and the medications you drink, so then it's become more effective. And I'm not just making this up, it's already been written in the text by Master Dhamma Banda, the main disciple of Dhamma Banza. Okay. Teyatha Om Bekaze Bekaze Maha Bekaze Bekaze Ranza Samukade Soha. Teyatha Om Bekaze Bekaze Maha Bekaze Bekaze Ranza Samukade Soha. Teyatha Om Bekaze Bekaze Maha Bekaze Bekaze Ranza Samukade Soha. Teyatha Om Bekaze Bekaze Maha Bekaze Bekaze Ranza Samukade Soha. Teyatha Om Bekaze Bekaze Maha Bekaze Bekaze Ranza Samukade Soha. Teyatha Om Bekaze Bekaze Maha Bekaze Bekaze Ranza Samuka de so Tea Ta on Bekaze Bekaze Ma Bekaze Ranza Samuka de so. Now we become physically, mentally become healthy. So this is a form of healing practice that you do in Buddhism, form of healing practice. That's how it's been done. Probably shortest form of healing meditations that can be expanded tremendously. Could take like hours and hours if you do intensively. But this is the shortest form of medicine, healing meditations I myself try to do on a daily basis. Oh yeah, so now that completed the meditations. So now we recite this. May all who are sick and ill quickly be free from the element. Please join with me, okay? Whatever disease they are in the world, may they never occur again. May all being everywhere, plagued by suffering of body and mind, obtain an ocean of happiness and joy by virtue of our merit. May all beings everywhere, plagued by suffering of mind, suffering of body and mind, obtain ocean of happiness and joy by virtue of our merit. Because doing the medicine Buddha practice, you did create merit. Okay? May all being everywhere, plagued by suffering of body and mind, obtain ocean of happiness and joy by the virtue of my merit. Oh yeah, thank you very much, wonderful. So then you decide next Sunday what kind of meditation we do, okay? So this is a healing form of healing meditations. If you do, there'll be a lot of benefit. You know? Before you take medications, supplement, you drink, you eat, if you say at least 3 months of blow, and that become more effective, okay? Oh yeah, so that's I think reason why there's like why the healing practice exists in Buddhism. There's reason because if you're a kind person, kind-hearted, if you are more compassionate, then you have to live long because society get benefit. Just being present on this planet, society get benefit. Okay. Well, yeah, thank you very much, and you all have a wonderful Sunday. Thank you, and again, thank you for participating in the meditations. Okay, and see you next Sunday.
Thank you,
Next-
Geshe-la.
Thank you very much, Geshe-la.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
Thank you, Geshe-la. Thank you.
You guys shall
Namaste.
Gracias, Amala.
Thank you, Lamala.
Thank
Thank you,
Lamala.
Amala.
Thank you, Donnie.